results. Drexler ran out.
Jordan spotting Pippen.
Have the ability to elevate and then see the entire floor. Michael Jordan draws 3 people and then finds Pippen underneath.
To the foul line. Scottie Pippen telling us that the Warriors played very well. At 2. Shot clock. Down to 5. Here's Pippen. Setting up Jordan. Wide open for another 3.
Knew he was hot. Pippen draws the double team. Kicks out. Drexler left him just long enough to open it up.
Has checked in for the first time. Robinson changed his mind. Saved by Drexler. Blazers get back. Pippen back for Jordan again for 3.
He's Marv. Michael Jordan's going to have to see more of Hanson.
Williams, 3-on-2 for the Bulls. Pippen for Hanson, wide open. Yes.
To get a good shot at the guy to clear your shooters.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Pippen. He's been quiet. That's his second field goal. Porter putting moves on Armstrong. A rare miss for Terry Porter. Armstrong ahead of the field. All time in 3-pointers. Michael Cooper, number 1, but within range of aim. Scott Williams.
And so far, he can't handle Robinson.
Cliff Robinson in his 3rd year out of the University of Connecticut has come off the bench to hit for 12 points. Armstrong, yes. The Bulls lead 54-47. Drexler went for the steal, and it's Jordan again. The steal by Pippen. Chicago sweeping by Miami in 3. We have rarely seen the Chicago Bulls. Pippen off the right. What a recovery.
His way to a triple-double right now. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. At the end of this layup, watch how he almost loses the ball right there. But those big hands hold on just long enough to guide it in. The soft touch by Scottie Pippen.
And Chicago got the Trailblazers where they want them. Just playing random offense and turnover again. Here comes Pippen.
And now Jordan being guarded by Porter. Here's Pippen. Yes, and it counts.
Scottie Pippen has the mismatch. No way Duckworth can play him off the dribble. Pippen shows him this is the way to the basket, big guy.
3-point. Williams.
Only certain ways you can stop a run and stop the clock. One way is if you get fouled to go to the free throw line, it stops the run.
Michael Jordan.
An angle down low. Pippen's the guy throwing the pass. Jordan's the one making the play happen. Love the lane, and then he operates from there.
Are we looking at momentary? Scottie Pippen. Robinson rejected. And Pippen puts it down.
You shoot a jump shot with nobody back, pull the ball out, run a play. Because you're down.
Continues to excel in the playoffs. Williams with 10 points. He's hit 5 of 5 from the field. Pippen going to his left. Yes, and it counts.
Plays pick and roll basketball. It's supposed to be an aggressive double team, almost a trap, but you see Pippen gets a clear path to the basket. There was no trap. He was not forced to pick up the dribble.
And Scottie Pippen is only 1 rebound away from a triple-double. A very nice stat line.
Now you want to know what the difference is between series. They're able to go to the free throw line, I mean in this game right here, and not get hard fouls and continue to make the basket just like there.
Between game, take it off the dribble, but then know when to pull up because the defense rotates over and stops him in the NBA.
And with Jordan going 2 points for me.
Robert Pack, the rookie from University of Southern California, checking in. Pack rejected by Pippen.
Chicago hurt him. He had said that Portland game they wind up sitting on the bench. You're going to have some type of paint rather than just pull up jump shots.
Portland 10, Chicago 8. Pippen with a pull-up to hit the three-pointer with proficiency.
In fact, he came in the locker room and gave his sneakers to Bobby Hansen and said, "Here, take these."
All right, Pippen hitting 12. Pippen changed his mind. Cartwright shooting. Scottie telling us prior to the game that he is still. Oh, what a pass from Pippen, finding Grant. Only because of the wrist and ankle. They certainly did a nice job on it, but that did hurt his offensive game. Here's Livingston going to the jump shot. Pippen. Oh, what a as you get another look first at Pippen.
You associate Pippen getting his assists on fast break transition, but he can do it in a hip.
Ninth year of the NBA out of Notre Dame. They double up on Jordan. That a rare sight. Paxson wide open. Yes.
Defensive rebounds or run the floor.
Michael Jordan. Yes.
Worth 25 minutes, Buck Williams only 18 minutes.
Pippen.
But he's made enough of them in his career that he feels comfortable taking them, and so does Rick Adelman.
Crowd wanted to travel. Pippen with the steal. They lead by 8. Paxson for Pippen.
Knows Pippen's running. Now it's just a matter of putting it up there for Scottie to finish it off. But as soon as that play took place,
Game 5 against the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Final last season when he was on fire, Pippen picked it off. They doubled up on Jordan. Pippen, rebound, Pippen.
Saying, "Don't forget about me."
Here's a three thrown up by Drexler. The Bulls on the run. Portland able to get back. Paxson for 3. Yes!
It's like Jordan and Pippen leading the transition. If you're the shooter, you just drag behind, find your spot, and you know that they'll find you.
Bobby Hansen played by Jerome Kersey. Scott Williams. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. They got the defensive play. Pippen with a steal, and he was fouled.
Series that you must come and meet the basketball, that Chicago will continue to challenge the passing lanes. Just what more, you're down 8 points to Chicago.
Scottie wanted to travel. Porter for 3. Picked up by Buck Williams. Offensive foul.
After the scramble for the loose ball, Buck Williams dips that right shoulder. Pippen just holds his ground, hopes that he'll draw the offensive foul.
By the Blazers, 35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan. Overtime.
Sometimes you're only open for a moment, and they almost missed that moment because Duckworth came over on the recovery.
Buck Williams, and then Kevin got himself an early foul difficulty and never got into it. There's Pippen. Allowed to...
in the passing lane defensively, that's what was missing in game 1. It came back in game 2. An aggressive Trailblazer defense.
Oh, Pippen spotting Grant.
So good about it because he wants to be a main contributor. He loves it here in this city.
Well, that's what he said. He wanted to correct the perception of the statement the other day. Jordan able to stop.
Point, the big jumper, tie it in regulation, and 8 rebounds.
Portland came out, missed its first 3 shots. It is Portland by 3.
Understanding what this Trailblazer team is about, you have to live with some of those shots, understanding they come up with second and third efforts.
Burkworth, Robinson, and Williams now up front. Porter and Drexler at the guards. Nice play by Pippen, stripping Robinson. 3-on-2. Pippen all the way. The Bulls need Pippen. 2 of 2 from the line. The series. Hansen and Armstrong now in the backcourt. Grant with Pippen and Williams up front. Chicago with a 6-point lead. Shot clock at 4. Here's Pippen. Strong move by Scottie Pippen and the Blazers, 26.
Smart basketball. Pippen had moved without it after he passed it. Then it's a matter of just going to the basket, getting it back, and the left-handed conversion by Scottie Pippen.
34-26. Scottie Pippen. Chicago advantage, their biggest lead of the game. Cartwright. Yes.
Coaches understand which players have the ability to make good
The overtime game on Friday. Porter thought he was pushed by Pippen. Pippen for Grant.
ball up the floor.
Scottie Pippen.
Excellent expressions, the flops on the floor, the look, in 2 sets. An open spread set or a high pick and roll. Jordan.
Yes. Chicago, 2 of 8 from the field here in the third, while the Blazers are coming on. Drexler had it knocked away, but he touched it last.
Full back dribble reverse right there by Drexler that lost.
Who tried to provide the help.
Well, Michael Jordan's averaged 5 free throws a game. The steal, who made the call on the baseline, felt that Porter jumped into the defensive player, initiating the contact.
Here's Pippen. Scottie Pippen, Coliseum. That was a non-shooting foul called on Drexler. Went. 58 lead.
Well, the double team came quickly to try and help Ainge out by Portland.
Jackson looking for the tee. Watch this now. Backcourt. Scott Williams with a pretty backdoor feed for Pippen.
One of the
Against Portland with 3 straight at the Memorial Coliseum in Portland after getting the split. In Chicago, Cliff Robinson. The Bulls with a 6-0 lead. Jordan faking the three-pointer.
And there's that fake fast break by Chicago again.
And the end. Jordan for Cartwright. And Pippen able to get to it. Scottie Pippen, who comes off, went down. Cartwright was complaining, wanted a foul called on Duckworth. Bulls lead 12-5. Well, Jordan is looking for the three-pointer once again tonight. Cartwright off a pick and roll. Yes.
Handling the Portland Trailblazers just at their speed.
Williams strip. 3-on-2. Pippen with the change of pace. And he's given the Bulls. He will just hoist shots from all angles. The same can be said of Terry Porter.
Well, what's happening, if you've been doing it during the season,
Then you've got to switch Buck Williams over to play Cartwright, a more physical player.
Pippen. Yes. Scottie Pippen off to the fast start.
Homie. All right, speaking of homie, let's go back to my homie, Marv Albert.
Okay. Thank you, Ahmad. I think Kevin will be a lovely guy to room with, don't you say?
After the post-up double team on Pippen, just move it out the ball, and Chicago plays so unselfishly. They give it.
First quarter, 52% to this point. Portland 8 for 23 from the field in the first. Scottie Pippen with... And the Bulls lead by 4. Grant packs it, giving the Bulls a 51-45 lead. Drexler, wild shot. He was trying to draw the foul. Pippen ahead of the field.
That's the problem.
going up there to score because they're not calling any of those little tic-tac fouls.
And both clubs have gone to a cold spell. Pippen. Scottie Pippen.
His talent, they are better in a freelance situation, but you're in the championship, you're in the finals now. You got to go with some set offense. You got to go with some kind of strategy that's going to help you.
Going, which eventually wound up being a win in overtime when they came back from that 10-point deficit. So let's see if Ainge gets them going once again.
Scottie Pippen is back. Michael Jordan sitting down. B.J. Armstrong. Chicago has hit only 3 of 9 from the field. Columbus lead, 82-78.
Throws.
Strong statements he made about the manner in which he would play physically in this series, and he thought it cost him in terms of some early calls by Jake O'Donnell. And John Kersey not able to hold on to that pass.
And that's the threat of Michael Jordan being in front of you. On the way.
Here's Pippen slicing in. Scottie Pippen got off very quickly on it.
The glasses are knocked off by Buck, but no foul. You're allowed to touch glasses. There's no rule about fouling on somebody's glasses. And then the drive to the basket with the lefty finish. I think it's great.
Chicago next Wednesday, June 17th. Now Pippen posting up on Porter.
You know, the Portland Trail.
Pippen sees the double team. You cannot let him spin baseline if the double team is coming from the middle of the floor. You have to bring him to where the double team is coming from. Well, those statements have fueled, I don't think Phil meant any disrespect at all.
It's trying to say, hey, guys, we're going to not lose any more close games like this. We got to end this series.
Oh, beautiful play by Pippen. And he goes all the way across the foul. Called for the foul.
And where Pippen can make the pass to Michael Jordan to finish the play, but instead, I get the feeling that they're so intent on getting him off early in the pitch.
Well, I think they know that they need Scottie to put
space in there. It was out of the cylinder.
21-15, Chicago. 5:25 left in this opening quarter. Again, Pippen to the post-up on Porter. Oh, he went last. Beautiful angle shot. Scottie Pippen had difficulty.
I wouldn't want to say redeem himself, but, you know, get his water
to the Bulls. They lead 35-24. Chicago is hit 13 of 19 from the field.
Make it forward areas against one defender, and then he's got to make a decision. Whichever one he doesn't take, that's who they hit.
Off the steal.
Because you don't want to sit too long if the angle is strong. You want to get him back out there.
Shot clock of 3, now 2, Cartwright. Bill Cartwright is going. King up front with Pippen and Grant. Paxson and Jordan at the guards. Pippen keeping it alive. 15 for Pippen.
He's trying to guard Pippen. Pippen is going to go strong to the offensive boards, and if it's a jumping contest, well, it really is no contest. Pippen wins out on it.
The Blazers able to turn it around, and with Clyde sidelined on fouls, they were able to come up with the victory. Paxson is open. John guards. Here's Kersey. And it's rebounded by Pippen. Pippen, Grant, and Cartwright on the front line. Jordan, Paxson in the back court on the Bulls.
But when Duckworth is being double teamed, they have no cutters, no ball cutters, and that's why he's having a struggle out of the double team. It's a breakaway for Pippen and slam dunks.
To help you in the game, and then the result, long pass down the floor, Pippen with the finish.
Well, all their players have been drawn with the rest.
72, and the Blazers 56.
Fire with back door, beautiful.
Passing lanes, with a lot of players that works. With Michael Jordan, he does it because he moves so well without the ball. He'll back touch it.
We'll play it briefly in the first half. Duckworth,
And you're wondering why he's having such a hard time.
Drexler had it knocked away, recovered by Duckworth. He's blocked by Grant. Here's Pippen on the open floor, giving it up to Paxson. Porter, that's 2-point line. He can't buy one. He's 0 for 6 from the field. Here's Pippen. Terry Porter's offense in this. Ainge guarding Pippen. A matchup that has not worked for Portland. Paxson is open. John Paxson. Blazers wanted a break, they could not, and then Pippen got a piece of it.
You think you're going to get a fast break and you
Stat line, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists for Pippen. Jordan. 33. Portland. 101. 2:45 to go. In the fourth. And the call against Drexler. So he is fouled out.
established his position.
Jordan. And Pippen just did get it off. So Terry Porter, in his opening minute and 45, has matched his shots attempted as Paxson. Chicago scored the first 4 points. Portland the next 6. Here's Pippen, and he's tied the game at 6. Back with a good one in game 4. 3 of 4 the other night in Portland. Pippen off the ball and able to follow. Blazers lead 12-8.
Good look.
Pippen lost control, but was able to recapture. Here's Paxson on a quick release. 3 minutes in. Second quarter. The Blazers lead by 9. Michael Jordan sitting down. So Scottie Pippen running the successful example of Portland going after the terrific athletes, even if they're raw. And Percy has certainly come a long way from Longwood College in Virginia. Pippen for 3.
It's in transition as they're running back down the floor. Percy trying to hold Pippen up and then delivers the forearm. Not going to get away with that.
Pippen to the line for the first time. Rebounded by Grant. 3 on 2. It's Pippen kicking it out to Paxson. Rebounded by Pippen. Now Jordan for 3. Yes.
Take high percentage shots, particularly when you come in shooting 17% from the three-point line.
Scott Williams to the post-up move. Many players will say it is tougher. Scottie Pippen hits the free throws, indicating that he's all right. The foul on Drexler, his 3rd.
They make a change. They go with the second unit, second group as they call it, and hope that they can shake things up.
Drexler back. Pippen able to elude Drexler, who did not want to pick up his 5th. Shot clock to 4. Pippen, yes. The Blazers.
Scottie Pippen has Drexler down low, uses his size, just muscle it up inside on the post-up move.
And the Bulls are doing it without Michael Jordan on the floor. A double dribble called by Mike Mathis. A 10-2 run by Chicago. And off that turnover, it will be Chicago ball when we resume.
The ball back to Portland.
Robinson forced to a very difficult shot.
Not the type of shot you want at that time.
Here's Pippen.
Scottie Pippen with the ability to put it on the floor, one dribble from the top of the circle, then he's at the rim for the conversion.
Shot clock to 5. Down to 3. Pippen for 3. It was set up beautifully, but missed the layup.
We mentioned earlier the number of layups and inside shots that they have missed, Portland. You have to convert those.
Scottie Pippen does convert. Michael Jordan led the way with 33. Scottie Pippen had 26. 24 apiece for Clyde Drexler and Jerome Kersey. But
I've been always able to bounce back, and I think my teammates is a big part of that because they've always been behind me and helped me, you know, when the critics were down on me. That's why I really appreciate this championship now.
That's
to really get a lot of critics off my back.
Baby.
I still got a few more months of the Olympics to deal with it, but I just appreciate my teammates being able to step forward and help me out.
Yeah.